The premise of For Life is it's inspired by the true story of Mr. Isaac Wright Jr., who was wrongly incarcerated for 7 years in a maximum security prison for a crime he didn't commit. And while he was in prison, he learned how to become a lawyer, defended his fellow inmates in many cases, and eventually got himself out. And he is personified by Mr. Nicholas Pinnock, our brilliant actor, who is playing the character of Aaron Wallace.
Well, the script, Hank wrote an incredible, beautiful script. And I mean, that's always the first thing for us, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I didn't know when I read it, and then also when I went into audition, that it was inspired by Isaac's story. I just thought I read a really great script, and I really wanted them to give me the job. So, and I personally connected to the story with having people close to me who are formerly incarcerated, and friends who have partners who are formerly incarcerated as well. So it really spoke to me when I read it.
I'm constantly looking for something that will challenge me and make me scared. And you know, this got to a point where that's exactly what happened. And the story itself was just so incredible, and I wanted to be a part of it. And then having spoken to Hank extensively and George Tillman, who shot the pilot, and then Doug Robinson and Alison Greenspan, and having, you know, all these creative conversations, I was blown away and honored to have been asked to be a part of it, and it was just something I had to do.
For me as a producer, what attracted me to the story was Isaac's story. You know, when you're looking for a project, it starts with a great character and a great setting and a world that we haven't seen before. And I think we've not seen the world of a prisoner becoming a lawyer, freeing himself. And on so many levels, the show works. It works as a legal procedural. It works as a family drama. It works as a Rocky or Rudy type story of one man having to overcome the system. So as a producer, this is sort of a dream when you get introduced to somebody like Isaac, and then you can put this team together who does all the real work. It just turns into something special.
Doug and I live on the same street, so we've been crossing each other for years, talking about working together. And he brought me the project finally, and of course, the project was an incredibly powerful idea to begin with, and then combining it with 50 Cent's involvement and knowing the power that he can bring to it, the audience that he can reach. It's very difficult to even contemplate doing a subject matter like this on network TV. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but even now, without knowing that you would have 50 behind it to bring the audience in, to give it credibility, and also to make it feel cool and edgy and all the things that it needs to be. And so, not only did I think it was a great story, I saw there was really an opportunity that I could get it, even if I have a good script, I can get the great cast and I can get the great director, that it can actually get on the air and then get the eyeballs, and that's what's been working.
Yeah. For me as a writer, I've been very selective about the projects that I take on. It's always been very, very important to me to not embrace stereotypes and to always show people of color in a different light, in a positive light. And so not only was it just adding to the conversation about prison reform, being inspired by Isaac's incredible story, just to actually have a real-world conversation about people of color, namely black men being overcharged. It just, and just kind of dramatizing the stories of so many men and women, for that matter, who are kind of languishing in jail for crimes they either didn't commit or again have been overcharged, and actually shining a light on that was really, really important to me. And as I echo Joy, I have a personal experience with people that I know and love who are incarcerated, and so I just felt as if this is a really important project and we can actually make a difference here.
Well, being the inspiration for the stories, it's an honor. I mean, when you look at the 3 episodes that is aired thus far, you can tell the dedication and work that has been done. the most profound thing to me is that it displays, for me personally, an incredible level of respect and admiration for me, and it shows in their work, and each and every one of their work, and it shows the kind of dedication that has made me rejoice consistently over the last year than I've ever done in my entire life. And so, I really, really appreciate the work that they've done and the job that they've done. It's incredible.
The admiration is real. It started with you, and it started with me sitting down with Isaac for 3 or 4 hours, in New York, and me just talking to him and getting his essence and his spirit and bringing that into Aaron Wallace. And even though there are many fictionalized aspects of it, their spirits are aligned.
Indeed.
And the essence of Isaac is in Aaron.
Yes.